So I feel really weird doing this video because literally 4 months ago I said I'd only do gaming stuff and nothing else but games. And here I am drawing an animation. So really quickly before we get into the story about how I fell into the ice, I'm just going to quickly explain why I'm doing an animation in 4 simple words. Because I wanted to. Actually, the real reason why Nick's doing an animation is because after doing a year of gaming, he realized that his channel sucked, his content sucked, and all of his videos sucked. Now that creature's out of the way, let's get into the story. When I was 7 years old, I lived in Wisconsin. And in Wisconsin, it snows. Not like 4 inches, I'm talking about like 5 feet. One day it was snowing, it was 4 feet, I think. And I was on the porch getting ready to go into the snow. And on said porch, there are stairs to walk down. But this time they were covered up by snow. So when I walked down the stairs, I fell in the snow. Somebody, help! I'm stuck in the snow and I don't know where I am. Now let me stop getting sidetracked. Let's get into the story. One day I was probably in my front yard building a derpy snowman, and then a kid across the street was like, Hey Nick, do you want to come into my backyard? There's a frozen lake and you might fall into it. And I was all like, yes, good sir, this seems like a good idea. Now when you got to the lake, there should have been red flags going off because there was grass, deer turds, and a shady 15-year-old guy. Now me being the intelligent and smart little boy that I was, I went in with him anyway. Now, I know you're thinking, this kid must have been like a stranger danger or something, but no, we were friends at the time. Alright, so we were walking around, we saw a few deer turds as well, and I don't know what was going through this kid's head, probably some demonic things, but what he did next absolutely scarred me for life and was probably very illegal. Okay, so what he did was he started pointing and screaming out loud, Oh my gosh, Nick, look, there's a deer and it's charging right at us. Oh my gosh, look at it. Now, being a scrawny little 7-year-old, I was naturally afraid of anything bigger than me. So he suddenly kind of just stretched and started bolting it. And I was absolutely mortified. Now, little did I know, there was no deer chasing right after us on our tail, probably going to kill us. Now, I was running on the ice, absolutely mortified, which is not a very good idea, by the way, and I slipped on the ice, and I fell on my head. Now, when I opened my eyes, half of my vision was black, and the other was a blurry white, and I did eventually regain my vision, but then I looked down, and I saw that there was a hole in the ice, and on top of that, guess what? I was falling into it, which is not very good for a 7-year-old. Yeah. Now, I know some people who like swimming into cold water, and actually some people think it's really fun, too. But me, as a 7-year-old, I couldn't swim, so I would probably drowned, which is very bad. It was very embarrassing. No, this is really bad because you're leaving a 7-year-old about to drown into a lake. Thanks a lot, kid across the street. Oh, you're talking to me? You're very welcome. Now, I was falling into the ice, absolutely mortified, probably thinking of my last thoughts. And I don't know what happened, but I was able to see a vine that I was able to reach to. So I reached over to it, and I was able to pull myself into the solid ice and have the biggest relief of my entire life. Now, I did eventually get up after having the biggest relief of my entire life, and one good thing came out of this, and one extremely bad thing as well. The good thing was that I survived. Bad thing was that there was a derpy 7-year-old all alone without any adult supervision. And on top of that, the sun was setting. Man, that's beautiful. Now, when I walked home, I was pretty happy. But when I got home... Hey, son, how was your walk with the kid across the street? I almost drowned. Ha ha, this is why you should have gotten swimming lessons, you stupid child.